Yes.
Whose firearms who do they belong to?
Queso.
Were they real firearms?
Yes.
Did he typically use fake guns in his music video like that?
No.
After the murder of Charles McCormick on January 15, 2020, did you ever see Hakeem with that black AR-style rifle pistol again?
No.
Are you aware of a dash cam video that recorded the murder of Charles McCormick in this case?
Yes.
And have you seen that video?
Yes.
And the person captured...
Objection, sidebar.
Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
What's your son's name?
So, real name Hakeem Robinson, and things took a chilling turn inside the courtroom. The silence was heavy, the tension was thick, and all eyes were on the witness stand. As Queso's own father, Abdul Robinson Sr., pointed directly at his son. After long emotional pauses, he confirmed something the streets had speculated for years, that the second suspect involved in the murder of Charles McCormick wasn't just a co-defendant, but Queso's blood cousin. But what truly shocked the courtroom wasn't just the family's betrayal. It was the bombshells that came with it. While on the stand, Abdul didn't just testify against his son. He opened the door for his own dark past. He admitted under oath that he'd been a criminal informant for years, and even exposed that he once testified against a Jacksonville officer back in the late 90s. His credibility was shredded, and his loyalty was questioned, not just as a father, but as a man who once ran with Duval's deadliest. Today's video, we breaking down every jaw-dropping moment from day 4, trying to get 8 hours into 1, from the father's explosive testimony to the quiet reactions from the jury, and what this could mean for Queso's future. Plus, we'll catch you up on how this trial got here and what's to expect for day 5. But before we go over this one, because this one do get deep, pause. I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. So Jacksonville rapper Queso's father took the stand for the first time in his murder trial Monday. During a deposition in 2023, after Abdul Robinson Sr. agreed to testify against his son. He identified his son as the killer. The testimony is key to proving the state's case against Queso, real name Hakeem Robinson, who was accused of the 2020 murder of Charles McCormick. When Robinson Sr. was asked if he understood that testifying against his son could result in him still facing life in prison, he agreed. This would also be true for his other son, who was accused of being an accomplice in this case. During that deposition, Queso's attorney asked, quote, "What's worse, a life in prison or a premature death?" When failed to understand, the attorney pushed, quote, "Your testimony could result in a life sentence for your boys. And I'd like to know if you consider the life sentence to be worse than death for them. Do you agree with my question now?" Abdul Robinson Sr. responded, "Yeah." Still, Robinson Sr. took the stand Monday and once again identified his son as the killer. A video of McCormick being shot to death was captured by a dash camera affixed to a witness truck, the only video evidence of the crime. The state and Queso's defense disagree that the shooter shown in the video is him. The defense say he's too large and tall to be the man in the video, while the state says he cannot be ruled out. During the deposition, Robinson said his son was shown on the video. And how did he know? He summed it up as, he knows his kids, and he could just tell. Now, while Queso's dad was asked the identity of the man in the video on the stand today, he hesitated for a long moment. Then he said, "My son." Robinson Sr. himself has pled guilty to accessory in this case. He said on the stand that he helped Queso's co-defendant burn the clothes that were worn during the crime. He also pled guilty to soliciting a murder where the hitman missed the target and killed the bicyclist David Romeo on Emerson Road in Jacksonville. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family. But here's the thing. Queso's dad made it seem that he didn't know nothing about Charles McCormick being gunned down. He only knew after he was called to pick one of the accomplices up. But how is that the case if one of the men on day 3 had indicated that Queso's dad was the one helping stake out the crime scene, well, at least the home of Charles McCormick, before he came out and ended up losing his life after leaving a job interview? But check out what Queso's dad had to say as he testified as part of a plea deal to receive a reduced sentence in both of those crimes. But I want you to know this. He said on the stand that he agreed to cooperate after he was indicted in the case we just talked about on Emerson Road, saying he already knew his son was the suspect at that time.
And closely to that microphone. If you'll sit up a little closer. All right, State, you may proceed.
Thank you. May I please, court?
Yes.
Would you please state your name for the record, sir?
Abdul Robinson, Sr.
Please stay close to the microphone and your voice up. Do you have any nicknames?
Yes, Blue.
And how old are you today?
54.
You have any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have 11 children.
What's the age of your oldest child?
34.
And your youngest?
6.
Prior to getting arrested, did you have a good relationship with all of your children?
Yes.
And are you currently incarcerated on a number of felony charges?
Yes.
On 2 separate cases?
Yes.
When were you arrested and taken into custody?
September the 10th, 2020.
And have you remained incarcerated since your arrest?
Yes.
Have you been charged by the state with accessory after the fact to first-degree murder and solicitation to commit first-degree murder related to the murder of Damon Rothermel?
Yes.
And when did that murder take place?
I think on January 31st, 2019.
And there was the potential for you to be charged as a principal in that murder, is that correct?
Yes.
But you weren't.
No.
And do you have co-defendants who have been charged with the murder of Damon Rothermel?
Yes.
And who are they?
Christopher Brown, Derek Hudson, Dominique Bonner.
And so you know who all 3 of those individuals are?
Yes.
Have you also been charged by the state with accessory after the fact to commit first-degree murder related to the murder of Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And did that murder take place on January 15th of 2020?
Yes.
Are Hakeem Robinson, Abdul Robinson Jr., Leroy Whitaker, and Dominic Barner also charged with the murder of Charles McCormick?
Yes.
How are you related to Abdul Robinson Jr. and Hakeem Robinson?
Their father.
They have the same mother?
No.
Who's Abdul Robinson Jr.'s mother?
Angela Lundy.
And what about Hakeem Robinson?
Ebony Walters.
Who's older between Abdul Jr. and Hakeem?
Abdul Jr.
How much older?
About 4 years.
Do you recall what Abdul Robinson Jr.'s birthday is?
Yes.
What is it?
November 9th, 94.
And what about Hakeem Robinson?
November 9th, 98.
So same day, just 4 years apart.
Yes.
Does Abdul Jr. have any nicknames?
Yes.
And what are they?
Lil Blue. Crazy K.
Does he also go by his middle name sometimes?
Kareem.
Does Hakeem Robinson have any nicknames?
Yes.
What are they?
Keemy. Queso.
What's the Queso nickname for?
That's the entertainment name.
The rap name?
Yes, rap name.
Now, prior to getting arrested, who was Abdul Robinson Jr. living with?
With me?
And for about how long had he been living with you?
About 10 years.
And what about Hakeem Robinson? Where was he living?
He was living with me.
In January of 2020, were you, Abdul Robinson Jr., and Hakeem Robinson all living on Brown Jersey Court?
Yes.
Is that in the Ocean Way area?
Yes.
Prior to living in that home, what area of town were y'all living in?
West Side, Norman area.
Normandy? Do you know a person named Leroy Whitaker?
Yes.
Are Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker related to one another?
Yes.
How so?
Cousins.
Okay. And what's the family connection?
Mother and father and mother, brother and sisters.
So is that Leroy Whitaker's father and Hakeem Robinson's mother?
Yes.
Now, over the years, kind of leading up to 2020, did Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker have a close relationship?
Yes.
Does Leroy Whitaker have a nickname?
Yes.
And what is it?
Scotty?
Mr. Robinson, do you see your son Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he is wearing?
He's sitting between his two lawyers right there with a beige suit on.
Your Honor, the record reflect the witness has identified Mr. Hakeem Robinson.
Okay, the record shall so reflect.
And do you also see Leroy Whitaker in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he's wearing?
He's wearing a gray suit, sitting right next to his lawyer.
Is that which table?
Front table.
Your Honor, the record will reflect.
All right, the record shall so reflect.
You also know someone by the name of Dominique Barner.
Yes.
Is Dominique Barner related to your family?
Nope.
Were you friends with Dominique Barner's father?
Yes.
So how long would you say you've known Dominique Barner?
Most all his life.
Does Dominique Barner have a nickname?
Yes.
What is it?
Butter?
And do you know why he has that nickname?
No, I don't know why I have it.
Now, prior to getting arrested, was Dominique Barner friends with Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
Did he also spend time with Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Now, on April 11th of 22, did you enter pleas of guilty to the court in both of your pending cases?
Yes, I did.
And was that plea partially negotiated with the state?
Yes.
Now, as part of your plea, you agreed to cooperate against the co-defendants in both cases?
Yes.
Have you been sentenced yet on either of your charges?
No, I haven't.
Who ultimately will decide what sentence you get?
From my understanding, the judge.
And what judge did you enter a plea of guilty to?
Miss Salvador.
Now, in the Damon Rothermel murder case, where you pled to accessory after the fact, is that right?
Yes.
And based on that plea, when you were sentenced by the judge, did the state agree that we will drop the solicitation to commit murder charge?
Yes.
Is both the accessory after the fact and the solicitation a first-degree felony?
Yes.
So they're both punishable by 30 years.
Yes.
And in the Charles McCormick murder case, you also pled to accessory after the fact, a first-degree felony.
Yes.
All right, and typically first-degree felony punishable by up to 30 years, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, as part of your pleas, did the state agree to cap the maximum sentence you could receive to be 20 years?
Yes.
Now, if you are to receive a 20-year sentence from the court, how old would you be approximately at the end of that sentence?
Say that again?
If you were to be sentenced to 20 years by the court, at the end of that sentence, approximately how old would you be?
I'll be close to 70.
And as part of your plea, did you have sentencing guidelines in your case
Yes.
that represent the lowest sentence the court should sentence you to, absent a legal reason to go below?
Yes.
And what were your guidelines in your case? Do you recall?
76 months to 20 years.
Now, even though cooperation provides a legal basis that allows the court to go below, does the court have to?
No.
Does the court have to follow any recommendation the state makes?
No.
And sitting here, do you have any idea what sentence you're going to get?
Nope.
Are you hoping for the best sentence you can get?
Yes.
Did the state of Florida at any time promise you that we would recommend any specific sentence?
No.
On January 15, 2020, prior to the murder of Charles McCormick, were you aware of what was going to happen to him that day?
No.
Did you participate in any of the planning of the murder of Charles McCormick?
No.
Were you present when Charles McCormick was murdered?
No.
Did you know that was going to happen before it happened?
Nope.
When did you find out Charles McCormick was going to be murdered? Or, excuse me, when did you find out Charles McCormick had been murdered?
After I picked up Scotty and Butter.
So that would be Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner?
Yes.
You indicated you picked them up. How did you know that they needed a ride on January 15, 2020?
My son called me and asked me to go give Scotty a ride.
Which son?
Kareem.
Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Do you recall what Abdul Jr.'s phone number was that he communicated with you on that day?
I think it's 904 624 36 94 84.
3684?
Yeah.
Do you recall what your phone number was back on January 15, 2020?
904 866 2370.
Now, sitting here today, you realize that you are testifying against not only co-defendants, but family members.
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
Well, I have a number of reasons.
And what are they?
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter. And, when my 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm going to come take her to the daddy-daughter dance.
Objection, hearsay, relevance.
Overruled.
You can answer.
When she asked me over each year when I'm going to come take her there, and I keep letting her down. Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm going to come to his football games, come take him fishing. My other 6-year-old, he asked me, when I'm going to come see him, when he begging me, please come see me, Daddy. He want to teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. Things like that. My health issues.
What health issues do you have?
I have diabetic. I'm diabetic. I'm on high blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure. I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
Has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship with my family, besides one person.
So a part of your family completely cut you out?
Yeah.
When people know that you're cooperating, does that make it easier or harder for you when you're incarcerated?
Well, it make it harder for me.
What about when you get out?
Extremely harder.
Is cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to do?
No, this is the most hardest decision I've had to make in my life.
The day that Charles McCormick was murdered, on January 15, 2020, does that specific day hold any significance for you and your family?
Yes.
And why is that date significant in your mind?
It's the date that my son got killed.
Who was your son that got killed?
Willie Addison.
Is he your biological child?
No.
Do you still consider him to be your son?
Yes, I consider him to be my son.
Did Willie Addison have a nickname?
Yes.
What was that?
Lil Willie, Boss Goon,
Who was Willie Addison's mother?
Angie Lundy.
Same as Abdul Jr.?
Yeah.
What was the age difference between Willie and Abdul Jr.?
I think about 2 years.
Before Willie Addison was killed on January 15, 2019, where was he living?
He was living with me.
And what area of town was that?
Normandy, off Normandy.
Who else was living there at the time?
If y'all want to comment on this.
Hakeem, my daughter, and Abdul Jr.
Were Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson close to Willie?
Yes.
How close would they be? Would you consider them?
It was pretty close.
Did they consider one another to, in fact, be brothers?
Yes.
Where was Willie Addison when he was actually shot on January 15, 2019?
He was in the truck with me in the passenger seat.
Were you driving?
Yes.
And so Willie was in the front passenger seat?
Yes.
Is anyone else in the vehicle?
It was like 4 more people in the vehicle.
Who were they?
Abdul Jr., Moody, my nephew, Samuel, and Pooh Red.
Is Pooh Red Torgon Williams?
Yes.
Is Torgon Williams related?
Yes.
How so?
Cousin.
Now, did Torgon and Willie have a decent relationship?
I think it was okay.
Was Torgon Williams close to your son Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
How was Torgon's relationship with Hakeem Robinson?
Well, they had a pretty good relationship.
Now, when Willie Addison was shot, was anyone else inside the vehicle hurt as well,
Everybody.
including you?
Yes.
After everyone was shot, what did you do?
Well, I drove to the hospital, and as I was driving, I could, hear Willie making this guggling noise, and I hold his hand while I was driving, because I didn't want him to feel like he died alone. And I drove to Memorial Hospital, and when we got to the hospital, I got everybody out the car while I was shot and helped everybody get, inside the hospital, because it was like people at the hospital really didn't want to help us.
Where were you shot?
In the back.
Where in the vehicle was Abdul Jr. seated?
In the middle row.
Was he shot?
Yes.
Where was Abdul Jr. shot?
In the head.
Did he almost die?
Yes. I think he did die, but he, came back.
What about your nephew? You said Sammy. Is he hurt?
Yeah.
How was he hurt?
Oh, he got shot about 7 times. He's paralyzed right now.
And Torgon was shot
Yes.
multiple times?
Yes.
How long did Abdul Jr., since he was shot in the head, how long did he remain in the hospital?
He stayed in the hospital about 3 or 4 months.
After Abdul Jr. got out of the hospital, was he still physically affected by his injuries?
Yes, he had to learn how to, he had to basically learn how to do everything all over again.
Walk again?
Walk again, talk again, everything. We had to go to Brooks therapy.
Did you help Abdul Jr. as he recovered?
Yes, I did.
Was Abdul Jr. Affected mentally by the shooting?
Yes.
How so?
I think it made him more, more angry. Like, I don't know if bipolar like was be the right word to use, but it made him it changed his mood swing.
Now, Hakeem Robinson was not in the vehicle when the shooting happened, correct?
No.
How was he affected mentally by Abdul Jr. and his family members being hurt?
Objection, speculation, personal knowledge.
Yeah, unless he has personal knowledge, I'll sustain that objection.
Do you have personal knowledge as to how Hakeem Robinson was feeling after this happened?
Yeah.
Is that because he was living with you?
Yes.
How was Hakeem Robinson after this?
I mean, he was angry about it. I mean, we was all angry about it.
To the best of your knowledge, was Charles McCormick involved in the shooting of Willie Addison or anyone else in that vehicle, personally?
No.
After Willie Addison was killed, did Charles McCormick put out a song that personally upset you and your family?
Yes.
And what's a diss song or a diss track?
Oh, it's when you talk about somebody. Somebody's dead.
Is that what Charles McCormick's song did?
Yes.
And who did it reference that upset you and your family?
He talked about Willie.
How did you find out about that song?
Social media.
Did you personally find it, or did someone point it out to you?
No, my son showed it to me.
Which one?
Both of them.
And that would be
Kareem and Hakeem.
Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Did Abdul Jr. or Hakeem Robinson, either one, talk about the song?
I mean, yeah, they didn't like it.
Are you familiar with a local rap group known as ATK?
Yes.
Do you consider yourself to be a member of ATK?
No.
Is Abdul Robinson Jr. part of ATK?
Yeah.
What about Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Leroy Whitaker?
Yes.
Torgon Williams?
Yeah.
And is Dominic Barner affiliated with members of ATK?
Yeah.
Was Charles McCormick part of ATK?
No.
Who was Charles McCormick affiliated with?
6 Block.
All right. Another local rap group here?
Yes.
Did Charles McCormick have a rap name or a nickname that you're aware of?
Yeah.
All right, and what was that?
A little buck.
How would you describe the relationship between the group 6 Block and the group ATK?
They didn't like each other.
Did they get along?
No.
Do they consider one another to be ops?
Yes.
Who do you know that
Damn, I
had
done
a
left and
desire
came back.
to
This
go
nigga
after
still
McCormick
snitching?
based on that song?
God damn.
I mean, I would say a few people.
All right. Anybody related to you or anyone else?
Yeah.
All right. Well, who would you think had the most?
The most, I would say Abdul, my son, both of them, Hakeem and Abdul.
In January of 2020, did Abdul Jr. Own his own vehicle?
No.
How did he get around?
Oh, rent a car.
Do you recall if on January 15th of 2020, Abdul Jr. had a rental car?
Yes.
What kind did he have?
A Dodge Journey.
Did both Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson travel in rental cars?
Yes.
Did you own a car on January 15th, 2020?
Yes.
What kind?
Dodge Jones.
What color was it?
Like reddish orange.
And the phone that you had on January 15th, 2020, what type of phone was it?
An iPhone.
And I think you said earlier, but 904-866-2370, was that your number?
Yes.
Who was your cell carrier?
T-Mobile.
Was that account under your name, Abdul Robinson Sr.?
No.
What name was it under?
Darryl Watts.
Who was Daryl Watts?
A friend of mine.
Is he deceased?
Yes.
So why was your phone under an account with that name?
Well, we went to get them together. His credit was a little better than mine.
So did you maintain your phone under that account after he passed?
Yes, I was an authorized user.
Did Abdul Robinson Jr. have a cell phone in January of 2020?
Yes.
Did he have just one?
No, he had a couple of phones.
Why do you have a couple phones?
I mean, you got, your work phone, your phone for your ladies, or something like that, different phones.
What was Abdul Jr.'s primary number back in January 2020? Was that the 624-3684 you mentioned?
Yes.
Is that the number you typically would communicate with him on?
Yes.
Did he have a second phone number that you helped get it?
Yes.
Do you recall what that number was?
I think the area code was 478 491 2831.
And how do you know that was a number that Abdul Jr. was using?
I got the phone for him.
Was that put up under the Daryl Watts account name?
Yes.
Do you recall when that was done approximately?
I know it was, I think it was like November. In November, I think it was It's like the November 12th or the 15th.
So sometime in November?
Yes,
Would that be 2019?
yes,
Did Hakeem Robinson own a cell phone in January 2020?
yes.
Did he have just one phone?
No, he had a couple phones.
What type of phones did he have?
iPhone.
And what was Hakeem Robinson's primary number back in January 2020 that you would communicate with him on?
The phone number?
Yes, sir.
904 704, I think 1595.
And was that phone number under the Darrell Watts account?
No,
What account was that phone number under?
I don't know. I think his mother got that phone for him.
Miss Walters?
Yes,
Do you recognize phone number 478-305-9583?
yes.
Whose phone number was that in January 2020?
Hakeem?
Hakeem Robinson's?
Yes,
And how do you know that?
I got it for him.
Was that up under the Darrell Watts account as well?
Yes.
Objection leading on this whole line of questioning.
Well, I'll address the last question, and that's overruled.
Was the 478-305-9583 number you just mentioned, was that activated on the same day as the one you got for Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
And did you at times pay that bill for them?
Yeah.
In January 2020, did Leroy Whitaker have a cell phone?
Yes.
Did you ever communicate with him on his cell phone?
Yes.
Do you recall what his phone number was at the time?
904 803. I think 3671.
Now, turning your attention back specifically to January 15, 2020, did you get asked for help that day?
Yes.
And how did you get asked for help?
Well, I was asked to give somebody a ride, give Scotty a ride.
And who asked you specifically?
Abdul Jr.
And how did he get in touch with you to ask you that?
He called me.
Did he call you one time or more than once, if you recall?
I think he called me more than once.
When you spoke to Abdul Jr., did he tell you why Leroy Whitaker needed a ride?
No.
Do you know what area of town or Leroy Whitaker was in that you needed to go pick him up?
Say that again.
How did you know where to go pick Leroy Whitaker up?
Well, Abdul Jr., he sent me a pin drop, a location.
What area of town did that take you to?
Arlington.
Was it a business area, a residential neighborhood?
Residential area.
When you went to pick Leroy Whitaker up, what were you driving?
Dodge Challenger.
And you had your phone number, the 866-2370 number with you?
Yes.
When you drove that Dodge Challenger over there, is that a car that's actually in your name?
Yes.
Prior to picking Leroy Whitaker up that day, did you ever speak to him on the phone?
Yes.
Did you get any information from him as well?
Yes. I called him, and I think the location thing took me past the location, and I called him, asked him where he was at, and he told me what house he was in. What it was, a car in the yard, a certain car. I can't remember what the car was though.
Do you recall what the name of the road was where you actually went?
Or Townsend.
When you were driving on Townsend, did you see any police in the area?
Yes, I seen one police.
Where was that?
Say that again.
Where was that? Where did you see the police?
It was about a block or two from where I picked him up from.
Now, when you got to the correct location, what did you do?
Well, I pulled in the yard and I called Scotty, asked him, where they was at.
Now, you said you pulled into the yard. What was at that location? Was that a home?
Yes, it was to the house.
Did you recognize that home?
No,
Did you have any idea who was living there?
no, I didn't.
Did Leroy Whitaker come out immediately?
No,
As you waited, did you reach out to anyone?
I reached out to Scotty. And, I got a little impatient. And I just asked him, like, where he at when he coming. He told me they was coming.
Did you reach out to anybody else?
Yes, I called my son, Abdul.
What was the purpose of contacting your son, Abdul Jr.?
I just wanted to know where they was at, what was taking so long.
Do you recall if that was a phone call or a communication by a message? Do you have any idea? I know it was 5 years ago.
I can't quite remember.
Eventually, did Leroy Whitaker come out of the home?
Yes.
Was he by himself?
No.
Who was with him?
Butter.
And when Leroy Whitaker and Butter, Dominique Barner,
Yes.
when they both came out, how were they acting? How were they walking?
I mean, I would say a little urgent.
Do you recall what either one of them was wearing?
Yes, they had on some pajamas.
Do you remember any details about the pajamas?
Some Mountain Dew pajamas.
Did that look like clothes that you typically would see Leroy Whitaker or Dominique Barner in?
No.
Once they came out, did you let them into your car?
Say that again?
Did you let them both into your vehicle?
Yes.
After they got in, what direction did you drive towards?
Towards Arlington Expressway.
And were there still police in the area?
Well, I only seen that one.
Now, as you were driving away, did you ask them or were you concerned about anybody in particular?
Yes.
Who?
Hakeem.
And why were you concerned for Hakeem?
I know that's his circle of friends.
Was it unusual in your mind for him not to be with them at that point?
Yeah.
Now, as you were driving Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner away, did you find out what had happened to Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And you found out the details about who was involved?
Yes.
And did you continue to drive both Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner away?
Yes.
And after getting away from that neighborhood, did you make a stop?
Yes.
And where did you stop?
We stopped in Grand Park.
And what was the reason of stopping in that area?
Switch cars.
And were you able to do that?
Yes.
What car did you switch out of?
We got in a white Impala.
Who did the white Impala belong to?
Well, it was my daughter's car, but it was in my name.
Why did you want to switch out of your Dodge Challenger?
After I found out what happened, we in an orange car, very noticeable.
Did you eventually make it back to your home?
Yes.
And again, that's on Brown Jersey Court.
Yes.
Do you recall around what time of day it was that you made it back to that location, approximately?
I can't say the exact time. It's like I can't say the exact time, maybe like 2:30 something up,
Was it in the afternoon?
Yes.
After you got back to your home, did you do anything else to assist either Leroy Whitaker or Dominique Barner?
Yes.
What did you do?
Well, I took the clothes they had on and left with them.
Where'd you go?
I went over there off Kings Road behind Burger King, put them in this fire barrel.
Did you set them on fire?
Yes.
And why were you doing that?
It was just my way to help.
Did you take either Leroy Whitaker or Dominic Barner with you when you did that?
No.
Do you recall if anyone else was at your home prior to you leaving to set those clothes on fire?
No.
No, there weren't, or no, you don't recall?
No, I don't recall nobody though.
Did you return to Brown Jersey Court that night?
I can't remember.
Are you familiar with an address 2203 West 12th Street?
Yes.
And why are you familiar with that specific address?
I mean, that's been my address. That's my grandma's address.
Has that house been or stayed in the Robinson family?
Yes.
Are you also familiar with the name House of Pain?
Yes.
Who came up with that name?
I did.
When was that?
It's back in the 90s.
What did you want to use the House of Pain name for?
Entertainment.
Is that a name that is still kind of used by the Robinsons,
Yeah.
your family? Was Hakeem Robinson aware of that name, House of Pain?
Yeah.
Did Hakeem Robinson have an Instagram account that he was using back in January of 2020?
Yes.
Do you recall what his Instagram account name was?
It was queso 23 times.
What about Abdul Jr.? Did he have an Instagram account?
Yes.
What was that?
K Crazy.
Do you know someone by the name of Shifan Hogan?
Yes.
Who is he?
That's my baby mother's brother.
Are you also aware of a music video called Bang It Out?
Yes.
And whose music video is that?
Hakeem.
Do you know where that was filmed?
Yes.
Where?
Downtown by the Cha House.
Were you there when it was filmed?
Yes.
Was it filmed prior to Charles McCormick's murder?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I publish some items that are already in evidence?
Okay.
Showing you what's in evidence as State's Exhibit 191 on the monitor in front of you. You see that? Should be on the monitor right here.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that vehicle?
Yes.
Is that your red Dodge Challenger that you were driving on January 15, 2020?
Yes.
This is State's 193.
They call me queso.
Sir, in that video, the two firearms that Hakeem Robinson was holding, do you recognize those?
Yes.
Whose firearms who do they belong to?
Queso.
Were they real firearms?
Yes.
Did he typically use fake guns in his music video like that?
No.
After the murder of Charles McCormick on January 15, 2020, did you ever see Hakeem with that black AR-style rifle pistol again?
No.
Are you aware of a dash cam video that recorded the murder of Charles McCormick in this case?
Yes.
And have you seen that video?
Yes.
And the person captured
Objection, sidebar.
All right, let me see counsel and court reporter at sidebar.
leading up to January 15, 2020, Hakeem Robinson was living with you.
Yes.
And so you would see him on a daily basis?
Yes.
And as you have testified to, he's your biological son.
Yes.
And did you also see him after January 15, 2020?
Yes.
And when he was living with you in your home, did you become familiar with some of the clothing that he owned?
Yes.
See the types of clothing that he would wear?
Yes.
See him as he...
Objection, leading.
Okay, if you'll rephrase your questions.
Did you ever see him walking about the house?
Yes.
Did you see him in music videos?
Yes.
Right. Are you familiar with the way he moves?
Yes.
Are you familiar with, or 5 years ago, were you familiar with the way his build was, his physical characteristics?
Yes.
And after January 15, 2020, you became aware of a video recording that captured the murder of Charles McCormick. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you've had an opportunity during the pendency of your case and the discovery to see that that recording.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
You love your family, Mr. Robinson. That's what we just heard, right?
Yes.
I guess you love yourself. Right? Yes or no, sir?
Of course. Self-love first, right?
Over your children.
That's the law of nature. Love yourself first.
Okay. You're cooperating in this case, correct, sir?
Correct.
This is not your first cooperation, is it?
No.
You've somewhat made a career out of it, have you not?
I wouldn't say career.
Well, you first testified against an officer, Officer Eric Sinclair, back in 1999, right?
Did I do what?
You testified against Officer Eric Sinclair back in 1999.
No, I didn't.
You came forward with information.
Yeah.
The officer evidently didn't take it to trial, correct?
Correct.
But your cooperation, your testifying to the federal government caused him to enter a plea, right?
I'm not going to agree with that.
Okay. Well, what you probably will agree with is that your sentence was dramatically reduced, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it true that before you talked to the federal government, what you were facing back in 1999, you could have gotten up to life imprisonment, correct?
Yes.
And it was reduced to 10 years, right?
Nope.
Substantial reduction?
My time was reduced to 22 years.
How much did you serve?
About 10 years and 3 months, 4 months.
Okay. So from life to an ultimate actual serving sentence of about 10 years.
Yes, well, it was a law change, and that's how my time got reduced it again.
Well, and your cooperation, sir.
Yeah.
Right? So pretty good deal you made for yourself.
Yeah.
You've also worked as a confidential informant for police, haven't you?
Yep.
And you're cooperating in this particular case because it will help you, right?
Right.
And you were arrested, I think you told us roughly September of 2020.
September 10th, 2020.
September 10th, it sounds like you remember the exact day,
Yes.
right, sir? I imagine that was an important day to you, correct?
I ain't gonna say important.
Well, it did cause you to be incarcerated, sir, right?
Right.
Where you've remained, correct?
Right.
And that was for your involvement in the McCormick homicide, right?
Yes.
When did they hit you with the Rothermel homicide?
2021.
Okay, so in 2020, you're facing an accessory after the fact charge for your involvement in the death of Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
And when they brought you in, you've agreed to cooperate, right?
Right.
But that didn't happen until 2022, correct?
Right.
That would have been after they put the second homicide on you, right?
Right.
Now, in the Rothermel homicide, you're aware that Dominique Barner originally was going to testify against you, right?
Right.
And your involvement in what you've pled guilty to as accessory after the fact in the Rothermel killing was that you admit you gave money to Dominique Barner after knowing he had just been involved in this shooting and needed to get out of town.
Yes.
And you're willing to admit that, correct?
Yes.
You do not admit, you do not agree with Mr. Barner's claim that you provided a gun and a car to accomplish that drive-by shooting.
Right.
Okay? You don't agree with that,
No.
right?
No.
Because based on your knowledge, sir, you understand that if you and I plan to do a crime together, whatever crime, we're both considered principals, right?
Yes.
And so you can stay at home. But if you and I agree to do a crime and I do everything, but you help me, you support me, you do something, say some word that actually inspires me, that encourages me to commit the crime, you can be punished as if you did everything I did, right?
Right.
But you weren't charged as a principal in the Rothermel killing, were you?
No.
And so you were left with solicitation for murder. I guess you were originally arrested for that charge, right?
Yes.
And essentially, you understood that that charge, they were accusing you of trying to entice the murder to happen, right?
Right.
But they dropped that charge pursuant to your plea agreement, right?
But I think it's going to be dropped.
I'm sorry?
I think it's going to be dropped.
Okay. You just know you haven't entered a plea to it, sir, right?
Right.
That was not part of your plea agreement for you to enter a plea of guilty to solicitation for murder, correct?
Right.
Only accessory, right?
Yes.
And accessory after the fact, you understand, and you understood before you entered your plea agreement that that's punishable by up to 30 years.
Yes. Yes.
And so when you have two of them, that means that you could be sentenced up to 60 years, correct?
Correct.
But in 2022, when you agreed to come forward and cooperate, they cut your exposure by 2/3, right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm never been super great at math, but 30 plus 30 is 60, right?
Right.
And your plea agreement for the death of two human beings calls for a maximum of 20 years, right?
Right.
And your actual guidelines are only about 7 years, right?
Right.
And I think you told us that that was based on your age, your health issues, and you want to be there for your younger kids, right?
Yes.
But you agree with me, you weren't there for your older kids.
That's why I know better this time.
Okay. You did grow up with quite a bit of respect on the streets, sir, didn't you?
Yep.
And you personally never met Charles McCormick,
Nope.
but you did know who he was, correct?
Yes.
And you knew in spring of 2019 that he had put out this rap song, correct?
Yes.
And you, as you've told us, you were physically in the car when Willie Addison was killed, correct?
Yes.
And your son, Abdul Jr., was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And Torrigan Williams was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And all of you got shot, correct?
Yes.
And you explained there was somebody else there that was actually also shot and paralyzed as a result, right?
Yes.
And who was that again?
My nephew,
Okay, and what's his name, sir?
Samuel Cooper.
Samuel what?
Cooper.
Cooper.
Yes.
Samuel Cooper.
Yes.
Also shot with Willie Addison, with you all, and is now paralyzed.
Yes.
And then you also mentioned somebody named Moody.
Yes.
Do you know Moody's full name?
I think it's Antonio McLaurin or something like that.
Antonio McLaurin.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Were you aware that Antonio McLaren wore a whiter on Mr. Barner?
Yes. Do we need to speak sidebar about that? Okay. Let me.
Thank you, Your Honor. And so I'm sorry, you told us another person that was in the car with you all when Willie Addison was killed and you all were shot was a person with the nickname, I'm sorry, give it to us one more time.
Moody.
Moody. And you believe Moody's full formal name is Antonio McLaren.
Yes.
Okay. And my question to you was, were you aware that Antonio McLaren wore a confidential wire on Dominique Barner
Yes.
in jail? You were?
Yes.
Okay. It's fair to say that you were vengeful after that shooting, is it not, sir?
Yes.
And that is, in fact, is why you were willing to be involved in what would become the attempted murder of someone named P. Money, and that resulted in the Rothermill killing.
Yes.
Because P. Money, and do you happen to know his formal name?
No, I don't know his full name.
Okay. But you know who I'm talking about when I say P. Money,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
He was a target for you, correct?
Yes.
Because you did believe he was responsible for not only killing your son, Willie Addison, but hurting everybody else, correct? Including yourself.
Yes.
You were not personally there during the actual shooting of what ended up being the death of Mr. Rothermel and the attempt on P. Money, correct?
Correct.
But you have pled guilty to accessory after the fact for that death.
Yes.
And you have admitted to providing Barner with money in order to get out of town, correct?
Yes.
Now, we've heard you kind of explain that on January 15th, you end up driving your Dodge Challenger, correct?
Yes.
Over to the Townsend Road area.
Yes.
And you claim that you then picked up Dominique Barner and Leroy Whitaker, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I apologize for skipping around a little bit, but I just realized something I almost forgot to ask you about. How long have you known Leroy Whitaker?
I've known him for probably about a little bit more than 5 years, probably now.
A little bit more than 5 years, sir?
Yeah, probably now.
Okay. And you were born in 71 or 70?
70.
In 1970, which makes you about 55 now, sir?
Yeah, I'll be 55 this year.
Okay. Now, back in 2020, I think you've already told us your son, Abdul Jr., was 25? That sound right?
It might be. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you told us, I mean, we can, if we have to, we can do the math.
Yeah,
Not
do
very
the
good
math.
at the math, but we can certainly do it. What year was Abdul Jr. born?
94.
Okay. So that would appear to make him 26, if my math is correct. Does that sound right?
26 now?
If you subtract, what month? 2020.
November.
Okay, so we'd use 2019, so that'd make him 25 at the time of the death of Mr. McCormick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That sound about right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that there's a 4-year age difference between the two sons, between Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if depending on the birthdays, and again, we're talking November, so if there's 4 years, then Hakeem Robinson was 21 years old, right?
Yes.
When was Willie Addison born? What year was he born?
I think 93. I think. I'm not 100% sure.
1993, which would make him 26.
At 2020, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And in 2019, when he was killed, he would have been 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Leroy Whitaker is substantially younger than all of them, correct?
Yeah.
And you always knew that from the little time that you did spend with him, correct?
Yes.
And Willie and Leroy Whitaker had no relationship whatsoever, right?
Not that I know of.
And Leroy Whitaker does not rap that you're aware of, correct?
Oh, no.
And with all of your testimony, though, you have not heard Leroy Whitaker specifically ever make any kind of statement that he wanted Charles McCormick dead, correct?
Correct.
And you have never heard Leroy Whitaker ever say anything to suggest he knew anyone was going to get out of a car and shoot Charles McCormick, correct?
Repeat that question.
You never heard Leroy Whitaker say anything that he would have any knowledge that anyone was going to get out and shoot Charles McCormick.
No, I haven't.
And sir, have you ever been convicted of a felony or a crime of dishonesty?
No. You said a crime of dishonesty?
And I'm sorry, let me make it easier.
Yeah.
Ever been convicted of a felony, sir?
Yes.
How many times?
2.
Nothing further. Okay, cross.
Your community, up until this point, seated right there, right?
Say it again?
Your community, your family, those people that know you best in this world are in this courtroom right now, right?
I don't think so.
You don't see family sitting there?
Nope.
You don't see Hakeem's mother sitting there?
Oh, yeah, I see her.
Now, of course, she knows you, right?
Yeah, she know me.
A moment ago, you said that you are a 2-time convicted felon. And let's jump into the first time. In the year of 2000, you were sentenced to 262 months in federal court, correct?
Yes.
Hakeem was an infant at that time, right?
Yes.
You go away for roughly 10 years.
Right.
Now, you said a moment ago that, well, that you disagreed about cooperation. You got what's called, the government filed a 5K, right?
Yes.
In a 5K specifically is when somebody has provided substantial assistance in the investigation or prosecution of others. You agree with that?
Yes.
But you disagree that you got a reduction because of cooperation?
No, I don't think I disagree with that. She said testifying.
All right. You snitched on other people, you got a reduction, right?
Yeah.
All right. So years later, this case comes along. You get charged in the McCormick case. You get charged in the Rothermill case. And you initially plead not guilty, correct?
Right.
You fight the McCormick case for a period of time, right?
Right.
You have your attorney involved in depositions knowing the facts of the case, correct?
Yes.
And then your attorney comes to you and says, they're threatening to charge you as a principal.
Objection, Judge.
And the grounds?
Privileged communications.
Okay.
For him to waive, Your Honor, not the government to say.
Okay. Well, then I'll leave it to Mr. Abdul Robinson Sr.
There was a point in time when these 2 murder cases are pending that you learn that the government is now trying to leverage you, threatening you with charging you as a principal in the Rothermill case, right?
Yes.
And that would have meant a life minimum mandatory for you, right?
Yes.
So, you agree, you cave, and astonishingly, for the second time, why is it that you only grow a conscience when you're looking at hefty prison terms?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained. Just ask a question, Mr. DeCoste, without commentary.
Previous case, you were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right?
Yes.
Once again, you're looking at life, and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right?
Right.
Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve for all of your crimes only 76 months, right?
I mean, yes.
All right. That's what you have in writing with the government, right?
Yes.
And you've served a majority of that time already.
Right.
So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That was the price of your testimony. Right?
Right.
You had to cooperate and implicate your 2 sons, but it got you out of custody.
You say implicate them?
You had to point at your sons. Let's back up for a second. At the point in time that they leverage you with life on the Rothermill case, they had already arrested your son and said that he was the one that committed it, right?
No, you confusing me.
Okay. Let's break it down. You said a moment ago that the government sent a message to you that they were going to basically indict you on the Rothermill case and that you were potentially looking at life. You then decided to cooperate. You remember that, right?
Right.
Okay. They had already, on this case, through the evidence, through the depositions that your attorney was at, they already believed that Hakeem was a shooter, right?
Right.
All right. So it wasn't something that you came forward and like, hey guys, let me help you understand the case. You just agreed to their narrative.
No, I didn't agree to their narrative. They asked me what the conversation was when I picked them up.
Okay, let's move on here. So, at that point, though, they had already pointed the finger at Hakeem, right?
Right.
All right. So you just continued with their case. I'm going to point at Hakeem. He was a shooter. Right?
I can't agree with that.
You also pointed out your other son, Abdul, the one that shares your name, Abdul Kareem Robinson Jr., right?
Right.
Now, before you decided to cooperate, you had also reviewed all of the phone records in this case, correct?
Yes.
So you had knowledge of what the government believed was happening in the case.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about Dominique Barner. Your words, he's a reliable hitman, right?
Yes.
For you to know that he's a reliable hitman, you must have used him as a hitman before, right?
No.
Then how do you know he's a reliable hitman? Can't be the Rothermill case because they didn't kill P Money. So how is it that you know that he is a reliable hitman?
I mean, you hear things when you're in the streets.
And that's where you live. Not physically on the streets, but you are a street guy, right?
I have been one.
All right. And the marks of that are on you. You have bullet holes, right?
Yes.
You have tattoos, right?
Yes.
Keem has neither.
Right.
Not a single tattoo on his body, right?
Right.
Never been shot.
That's good.
Now, let's get back to Barner, your reliable hitman. In the Rothermill case, it's Blue, that's you, right?
Yes.
Now, you also go by OG, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Blue, Butter, right? Dominique Barner,
Yeah.
and Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
That's the trio. Blue, Butter, Brown. In the Rothermill case, right? Right?
Yeah.
Now, Chris Brown, his nickname is Crazy Chris.
Right.
You know Chris Brown, obviously.
Yes.
State? All right. Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Robinson. I'm showing you it's been pre-marked. It's defense 1. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
That's a picture of Chris Brown.
Right.
And you know that's a picture of Chris Brown because you committed crimes with him.
No.
You're denying that you committed crimes with him on the Rothermill
Objection,
case?
Judge.
Yes, I'm denying.
Okay, just a moment. When there's an objection, I have to rule. What's the objection?
I withdraw based on the way it was then phrased.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask the question.
Chris Brown is a co-defendant on the Rothermill case, right?
Right.
And you pled guilty on that case?
Yes.
All right. Now, this photo fairly and accurately depicts what Chris Brown looked like in January of 2020.
Yes.
Defense offers with pre-marked as defense 1.
Okay, so any objection from the state? Any objection from Mr. Whitaker? No, Your Honor. Okay, then defense exhibit will be marked into evidence as defendant Robinson's number 1.
That's Chris Brown, right? Can you see the monitor?
His monitor is not on.
Published all. Mike taught me better.
Well, it's off everywhere now.
There we go. Now, there we go. It takes a minute.
Okay.
That's Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
Butter pecan skin. Right?
Yes.
Not Hakeem.
No.
Dreads down to his chin, right?
No.
He's got dreads, no?
Yes.
Some of that hair goes down to his chin.
Talking about hair on his chin?
Down to his chin.
Yeah, he got hair on his chin.
All right. Now, Chris Brown's right around 6 feet, maybe a little bit under.
He
Right.
might, yeah, he might be about 6 feet, a little bit on.
He's a skinny guy, too, right?
Yes.
He's also best friends with Butter.
Yes.
Crazy Chris, Chris Brown, and Butter Dominique Barner. Right?
Right.
Now, Dominique Barner, he lives that life too, right? He's got wounds, he's got tattoos.
Yes.
He doesn't have a future in the entertainment industry.
No.
None of them do.
No.
Now, let's talk about work. Been out of custody since, roughly 2009, July 2009, you get out of custody on that federal case.
Yes.
In your life, you have never filed taxes, right?
No.
Judge, relevant.
Yes. Sustained.
Never received a paycheck from a legitimate job.
Yes.
Now, the House of Pain Your Instagram handle is HOPCEO, right?
Right.
That stands for House of Pain CEO.
Yes.
That's yours from back in the 90s, right?
Right.
When House of Pain, that's my era, when House of Pain was big. Right?
Right.
That's not Hakeem's era.
No.
No. You had shirts that were put together, right?
Yes.
You even have like drawings where you tried to draw out the crest for House of Pain.
Yes.
And you were hoping to build that into something legitimate, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Legitimate. The emblem, correct me if I'm wrong, is an axe on the right side, right?
The what?
Do you remember the logo that you drew?
No.
To refresh your recollection to take a look at what you drew?
Yeah.
Brief moment, Your Honor. Take a look at that. You know if that refreshes your recollection.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so the House of Pain logo that you created, it's got a house with bullet holes in it, right?
Yeah.
Below that, stacks of money, right?
Right.
A microphone.
Under relevance.
Yeah, how is this relevant?
Your Honor, do you want me to go sidebar and explain?
No, I'm going to sustain.
Okay. The House of Pain email that the government has talked so much about today, that's also yours, right?
No.
So, House of Pain and everything about it is yours except the email address.
Yeah, I can't remember making no email address for House of Pain.
When the police searched your house in the U-Haul truck that was out there, they found T-shirts for House of Pain. They found other swag that you had made and these drawings for House of Pain, right?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
And again, your Instagram handle is HOPCEO.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's talk about Hakeem Robinson. Hakeem is 6'2", 6'3", your words?
Yes.
Well over 200 pounds?
Yeah.
230, 240?
About 230.
In 2019, an opportunity came his way, right?
Yeah.
He was close friends with another rapper by the name of Young and Ace, right?
Correct.
He's known Ace for a long time.
Correct.
Ace has gotten hugely big over the years, right?
Correct.
Now, at the time, Ace was signed by Cinematic, right?
Correct.
And at that time, Hakeem was lucky enough to get connected with Johnny Shipes, right?
Correct.
Now, this is the same guy that found Nipsey Hussle in California, right?
Correct.
Joey Badass, right?
Yeah.
T-Pain.
Yep.
So this wasn't a small deal. This wasn't Charles McCormick's song that's out there. He had a legitimate record deal.
Right.
Now, we know from Charles McCormick that people in this diss rap and this drill rap, they will rap about things that they weren't involved in, right?
Correct.
Because you said Charles McCormick was not involved in this.
Correct.
Now, you also agree that drill rap, the type rap like the video, Bang It Out, that sells, right?
Yes.
And I asked you, and I think I asked you, and it was a couple years back, sells a lot better than happy rap, like Will Smith rap,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Now, you had hopes prior to manage Ace, right?
Yes.
But he didn't take you along.
No, he already had a manager.
And then your son gets signed in 2019, right?
Right.
He's off in California shooting a music video in December, right?
I can't remember.
He didn't bring you along either.
That ain't true, man. That's not true.
He did not agree to let you manage his career. Or is your testimony that he did? He wanted you to manage it?
Of course.
Of course not. He didn't want you to manage it?
Of course, he did.
Yet you weren't with him on any of those trips, right?
I was with him on a lot of trips.
You have no credits on any of his songs?
No, I don't want no credits on this song.
And Johnny Shipes is the one that is in the records as his manager. Right?
I would assume.
So let's now talk about the day before the murder.
Bitch ass.
That white car that you already let us know, you drove that white car over to the JSO property facility, right?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Now let's talk about the motive of others. Your testimony is that Hakeem Robinson, who's not shot, who is not biologically tied to Willie Addison like you, that somehow he had more motive than the other people that were actually shot. Right?